But if you don't cross the bridge soon, said Rheneas, Sir Topham Hatt will be cross. Now, Rheneas had to take Skarloey's loads as well as his own. Each morning, he collected the cars and puffed across the bridge with his heavy load. Finally, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Skarloey. "If you won't cross the old bridge, you must stay here and shunt cars," he scolded. "I can't have engines that won't do as they are told." "Sorry, sir," said Skarloey sadly. The next morning, Rheneas took Skarloey's heavy cars as usual. Then he puffed and heaved through the countryside towards the bridge. He puffed so hard that he ran out of water. Bother! The yard manager spread the news. "Rheneas has broken down." "We must go help him," said Skarloey bravely. He set off immediately. Skarloey was scared, but determined. He rolled slowly up to the edge. The bridge creaked loudly. The river seemed deeper than ever. "I must rescue my friend," whispered Skarloey. He chuffed slowly onto the bridge. The bridge groaned as he rolled forward, but Skarloey puffed on and on. And finally, his driver coupled him up and pulled Rheneas to safety. "Thank you," said Rheneas. "You were very brave to help me." Skarloey is no longer afraid of the bridge, and he loves his journeys more than ever. Every engine on the island of Sodor looks different. Can you tell who this is? This engine is dark green. It's only got a small roof on the cab, but it's got a very tall funnel. Do you know who it is yet? Here's another clue. This engine's got very big wheels. There's only one engine on Sodor who has wheels like that. Do you know who it is? Yes, it's Emily. Hello, Emily. Kelly's windy day. Thomas and Kelly had just arrived at a new library site. The wind's blowing hard, chuffed Thomas. Too hard, frowned Kelly. Strong winds are dangerous for a crane like me. The wind was blowing so hard that Jack and his friends could hardly get their work done. Kelly's crane arm didn't like the wind. Uh-oh, this is bad. Look out! Cried Jack, but it was too late. Are you all right? Chuffed Thomas. I think so, but is anyone else hurt? No, said Jack, but you've demolished a shed. Soon, Kelly was back on Thomas's low loader. I'm sorry, Miss Jenny, said Kelly. It wasn't your fault, Kelly, said Miss Jenny. We'll get you back to the yard so the repairman can look at those wheels. I'm glad it's only your wheels, said Thomas. Me too, said Kelly. But he was worried. What if he fell over again and hurt someone? That night, the wind blew and the rains poured down. The repairman worked all night fixing Kelly's wheels. The next morning, the sheds were empty. Everyone had gone to work, except Kelly. The rain had stopped, but the wind was still blowing, and he was still worried. Then, Miss Jenny came to the sheds with urgent news. Isabella has come off the road at the quarry bridge, she said. We must rescue her at once. Kelly was still afraid he might fall over and hurt someone. Can't you send anyone else? He asked. Kelly, there is no one else. Isabella is in trouble, said Miss Jenny, and we must rescue her. Isabella was scared. She didn't like teetering on the edge of the road like a seesaw. Soon, Kelly and Miss Jenny arrived. Isabella, are you all right? Asked Miss Jenny. I think so, answered Isabella. Kelly had to remove the piano first. The wind blew and the piano swayed. Oh dear, be careful! Soon, Kelly lowered the piano safely to the ground. Now, he had the hardest job of all, to rescue Isabella. Slowly, he started to pull Isabella back onto the road. The winds blew harder. Isabella began to teeter. Kelly was worried. He stopped. What's wrong? Cried Isabella. The wind's too strong, said Kelly. You can do it, Kelly, called Miss Jenny. You can do it. Kelly knew he couldn't let the silly wind stop him. He started his winch again. He pulled harder and harder. Oh, mind my paint, the cheeky truck cried. Isabella was finally back on the road. Whew. Well done, Kelly, said Miss Jenny. Well done. Thank you, Kelly, said Isabella. At last, Kelly had his confidence back. Isabella was on her way again. And Thomas could see that Kelly was happy. It's a beautiful day on the island of Sodor. Percy has been chosen to take some children to the seaside, but Percy feels nervous. It's a very special job. Percy wants the children to have a wonderful day. What can Percy do to make himself feel better? Percy can fill his water tanks at the water tower. Then, Percy knows he can make lots of steam and keep his engine nice and cool all day. But what can Percy do next to make himself feel good? Percy can have a lovely long washdown. Percy loves being clean and shiny. Now, Percy looks his very best. What can Percy do next to make himself feel good about his trip? Percy can make sure his tender is full of coal. Percy looks his best and is ready to go. Percy can steam ahead and know he'll arrive safely on time. So, what did Percy do? First, Percy filled his tanks with water at the water tower. Then, Percy had a really good wash. Finally, he made sure his tender was full of coal. Now, Percy feels like a really useful engine, and he is ready to collect the children. Have a nice day at the seaside, Percy! Rheneas and the roller coaster. Rheneas is a brave little engine who enjoys working in the mountains on the island of Sodor. Even though he is little, Rheneas loves feeling like a really useful engine. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see Rheneas. "I have a very important job for you," he boomed. "An important job?" cried Rheneas. "Oh, thank you, sir." "You will take some school children up into the mountains. You must make sure they have a wonderful time and are back before their lunch." "Yes, sir," said Rheneas, but he was worried. He wasn't sure if he would be good enough to make the school trip special. When he arrived at the station, the children and teacher were waiting on the platform. "How am I going to make the children's trip really special?" he said to Rusty.
"Hey, where's the stupid Brandon voice?"
"You know the mountains better than any engine," said Rusty. But Rheneas wasn't sure his trip would be exciting enough. He felt like a very little engine indeed. Sir Topham Hatt had told Rusty's driver to point out all the beautiful sights along the way. "This is Sodor Castle," called his driver. "It is very special and important." Rheneas saw the castle every day. He didn't think it was special or important. "I must think of something exciting to do," he puffed to himself. "This is Valley View," said his driver. "And here's the viaduct." Rheneas was still unhappy. The trip didn't seem wonderful to him at all. Must be special, he thought. Meanwhile, Rusty was working on the rocky ridge line. Heavy rains had washed the ground from under the tracks. "These lines are too bumpy and uneven," said the foreman. "The tracks must be closed for repairs." Must be special. Rheneas was still trying to think of something that would make the children's trip special. He didn't know the linesman had forgot to switch the points. Suddenly, Rheneas was on the wrong track. "Oh no! This line is closed for repairs! Bust my buffers!" chuffed Rheneas. "Whoa! Be careful!" cried Rusty. "These tracks are bumpy!" Rheneas whooshed down the mountain like a roller coaster. The children cheered. Rheneas puffed up Rocky Ridge with all his might. His coach clattered and bumped and bounced along behind. and the children oohed and awed. Rheneas huffed and puffed as hard as he could. He steamed across the old trestle bridge. He was going so fast, the teacher nearly lost her hat. Rheneas splashed under a waterfall. The children laughed happily, and the teacher covered her eyes. At last, they could see the station. Rheneas was very tired and worried. What will Sir Topham Hatt say? "Phew," said the teacher. "Just in time for lunch." "It was the best school trip ever," cried the children. Sir Topham Hatt wasn't cross with Rheneas at all. He was happy. "You gave the children a wonderful trip. You really are a really useful engine." "Oh, thank you, sir." Rheneas didn't feel like a little engine anymore.
Thunder